Okay, for those that are used to it, here we go. We've done it. We have done it, Super Horror Fam. Yeah, there appears to be a small delay, but that's all right. We've got this. We've done it. All right, first off, hello everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Amy, horror fan. Horror fan's been in the live chat all day. Looking forward to this. Sandy, how are you? Jimmy's here. We have Princess Marlena that's grabbing dinner. Is going to be right back. It's probably a good idea. Let's see Amy here and Froze Moments. Not, but I'm glad you're here.
Hi, everybody.
Right. These things sometimes take a moment to take off. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Solstice. The longest night of the year. Fun one. All right. So I'm going to go and start. We did get a few Christmas wishes.
Hi, Princess.
So I'm going to start by reading those off. Okay. This wish is from Amy. It says, many wishes of hope, happiness, love to all. Things or possessions are nice. With the right people near, it doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have, because you have the world. Truth. Who else sent wishes? We actually have many more questions for Roger, but that's going to be probably done next week. Our whatever we end up doing for like 2 years. Give Roger some time to up thoughts. All the time he can get. Trust me. Okay. Charlie, who I don't think is in chat right now, but Charlie says he wishes to be rich like Scrooge McDuck so he can go look for mysterious creatures across the globe. This is a great wish. Yes, so I hope Charlie gets his wish really
Yeah.
bad. And then I hope he takes me with him to go look for
The creature.
strange and unusual creatures. Yes. I play that game right now sometimes in my house, look for the like bugs, but it's not as exciting finding like. Okay, and Taylor made a wish. Taylor says, I wish to get better at letting go and trusting that the universe and God have a better plan for me. Miss the piece that comes after that. Also, I wish for all the junk food to not be poisonous and to not have calories or to rot my teeth. That's also a pretty good wish. That beginning part about letting go and all that. I'm not worried about that. So,
It's hard sometimes.
yeah, I guess. I feel like it's a waste of a wish. It's like things are really you, and then whatever you need to let go of, they'll just hate you. They'll just hate you. So that's it right there. They say, what is it? The best revenge is living a good life. So have some.
Yeah, have the best life.
Yeah, have the best life you can have. Let anything go. People have to let. So, very quick shout out to Bob Beer. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
See there. Yeah, we've got that
We're
delay.
off.
I've said. Actually, right in front of your face.
Oh, now I see it.
Haha! I did
see
it. I did it. Oh. Princess Marlena says, "I'm taking my chances and wishing for 10 million." See, in the last
10
episode,
million.
Roger told us that he said it right. First wish is to wish for 1,000,000 wishes. So that's how you really do it. That's a professional wisher. It's okay. Oh man, there's 1,000,000 ways to get injured. That is
That would be
okay.
bad.
Jimmy the lumberjack, who I believe, yep, he's in that. He says, most days I wish that people would just live not to bother people. First thought of the day is watch me piss my neighbor or boss off, then Christmas spirit to come way. guy knows what's up. If that does not work, then I'm hoping for those damn shadow people to find and and terrorize you.
People.
They are. Definitely are. So, me and Sammy have not had really in-depth conversations now for like this whole week because every time we started to talk, I was like, no, stop. Because maybe we'll do this on camera. So if it looks like I'm not prepared or I haven't done this before, because I'm not prepared and I haven't done this before.
And
Zero
it's scary,
preparation.
'cause I like preparation.
I was like, no, stop. Because maybe we'll do this on camera. So if it
It makes
looks
them feel.
I'm not prepared or I haven't done this before, that's you don't want this.
Depends.
Oh, some of you might be wondering, well, why isn't he talking Papa Bone's voice? And the truth is, it's so loud that this microphone would have trouble picking us both up. So maybe you should go off screen and I'll say a couple of
Okay.
words and hopefully it doesn't destroy anyone's speakers.
Scream into it.
I'm gonna try not to. In fact, I'll back away a little bit. Merry Creepmas, everyone! There we go. So it is in fact Papa Bone. Hopefully it doesn't do something. Come back now. It's a lot louder. A lot louder. So because of that, I'll be a little bit careful. So let's go and I had so many different ideas about what we could do here. We have a lot of really exciting things coming up. And then I realized, well, if you mix all the colors together, you get gray. And I don't want gray. Actually, let's go and camera.
Sorry, I can't see
I know
myself.
it's difficult. It is. Also, it's mirrored, so I move this way, thinking I'm going that way, and it is what it is. Um, but anyway, when you mix all the colors together, you get gray. So I was like, you know what? Let's go and just keep it really like low key. Play some games. I I went and I don't know. I guess maybe it's a parody. I did the night before Creepmas, so I have that on my phone. I'll go and I'll read that out at some point. That'll be neat. But I wanted to go and spend a little bit of time doing some like getting to know you type things, just to go and have a good time at the end of the year. So one thing that I stopped Sammy from talking about was we started talking about last meals, like in prison, like if you had to go and make your last meal. And then I was like, no, don't say anything because we'll do this on Wednesday. So if you've ever thought about it, like, and you already know what your last meal is, feel free to toss it in chat. We will be reading things out. Um,
Anything you would die. So
Max. So, you want to go first, or
no, you can go.
okay? So for me, oddly enough, I know a lot of people when they think about last meal, a lot of people, maybe a lot of people, think about things like fancy restaurants and things, along those lines. But for me, I would eat almost anything if you allowed me to cook it myself. Popeye's fried chicken, Jimmy the Lumberjack.
I don't think I've ever had.
I had it recently. Yeah, when that Jurassic Park movie was in theaters. Yeah, I was out with Roger and my brother, and it was good. Um, I don't know, I mean I like so many different foods, but I like the way that we prepare food so much more. Like I can't even think of like an actual like definitely want this to be like maybe I'd want a Fredo or steak or something along those lines. Um, but I'd want either me or Sammy to be the ones to prepare it. I wouldn't want it to be prepared from even a really nice steakhouse. Just I have a preference for how we prepare food. So that's that's my answer. It's not a
I
super
think I changed.
strong answer because I didn't really name the last meal. I mean, if I had to do it right now on the spot, I'd want steak and mashed potatoes.
But it could be anything you want.
Yeah.
Like you have that all the time.
That's
Try
because
something.
it's so good. That's my answer. It's not a super strong answer because I didn't really
I changed
name the last meal. I mean, if I
out
had
of
to do it
something.
right now on the spot, okay, well, we can hear both of them.
Originally, I was thinking Ollie's lobster, but it blowfish that they cook where it's either really really good or you die. I would do. I'm going to die anyway.
That is a great.
I just thought of that. It's like, well, I'm gonna die anyway. So if it's extremely good,
have
you might as well
hacked
try it.
the system.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd be like, I want that. I don't know if they'd pretending we can have anything.
Yeah.
That's what I would pick. I just thought of that. It's like, well, I'm gonna die anyway. So if it's heard like some kind, almost like a drug or something. It's so good, but you can die if they do it wrong. If they cut it wrong, you die. Oh, yeah, that's what I would pick.
You hacked the system.
I did.
If anybody,
because it doesn't matter if I die, I'm gonna die.
If anybody watching this have a last
Order
meal,
that.
I think you've just
have to order.
Yeah, might have changed. You know what? I did change, but I want to still prepare it myself. That's it.
Then you're definitely gonna die.
Well,
you have to be. They do it a certain way. It has to be perfect.
Not only will I do it myself, but I will insist before doing it that nothing bad will happen. That way, if I die while eating it, they can say, he said nothing bad. He swore nothing bad.
I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what it does. I think exactly what it.
Also, then I can play fake death.
But
like, oh,
I know,
and fall down, and everybody on the floor will be dead. Whatever guards. Oh no, he did it! All right. Horror fan, 2 chicken strip basket and 2 blizzards from Dairy Queen. Very cool. You like ice cream?
Yeah, I would have ice cream.
You didn't say what blizzard flavors, but you can toss that in. Caviar.
I like caviar.
Princess Marlena. Caviar, lobster, medium rare Wagyu beef steak. Wow.
Yes, that's a good choice.
The Wagyu beef steak by itself, I think before inflation, it was $100 an ounce. So, very nice. Chocolate molten lava cake. I love. Dom Perignon. Very nice.
I definitely would want to try.
I'll mix it with
that's a very expensive.
I'll mix it with my poison fish.
There you go. You can have that first, and then the poison fish last. You can die.
I would like a poison fish sandwich. Just like that. Okay. The heart wants what it wants. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want, it's what.
I like those things,
Steak
but
good.
I will never, ever try that exotic blowfish thing that can kill me.
Unless you're gonna die.
While yeah. So if I ever say anything here against any political figures, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, he tried the blowfish and now he's dead. I did not try the blowfish. It would never ever happen, ever.
I might try it if I'm really old.
Yes, but you could just do real drugs then. The real drugs. Gonna stop. Yeah. Never heard of an old person getting arrested for narcotics? Makes sense. See, now I miss Mike the Nick Big, but he would have loved.
Yeah.
He would have loved it. It was like his favorite thing to do. We're gonna be doing next week. Probably two like best of type episodes, and the one that falls closest to the new year, there'll be a reposting of Mike the Naked's Bigfoot's story. Just a small tribute to someone that was a really good friend of mine personally, and I mean, like channel wise, also like our channel. Really cool guy. You know, just you wouldn't want anybody to be sad about what happened, but it's important to remember that he occupied a space that can't be occupied by anybody else. You know, a little sad, but also it's appropriate the way it should be. So All right. So I think we have everybody's that wanted to participate. Everyone's yeah, last meals. Let me go and see. I'm not prepared, but I shotgunned like oh. Don't read that. That's scripts for
Another thing
next
we
week's
can
episode.
another
Woo!
thing we can just for creature if it like shadow people.
I like the idea, but it might be hard for them to describe, excuse me, in a meaningful way, given that they're limited by 200 characters. Face reveal. This has always been my face. What are you talking about? Sammy, get closer to the camera so they can see your face. Like, I'm
This is my
so
face.
bad on webcam. So I went and I got like a bunch of little funny ideas that we could talk about, or like getting to know you games or things like that. And among the things I saw today, we are not going to play this. It's impossible to play this anyway. There is this game called Cinderella. It is a getting to know you game. This is kind of a public service announcement here. If anyone ever says like oh we're gonna be break the ice game, it's called Cinderella, just run away. Cinderella, I didn't know about this before today. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Cinderella is a game where everyone takes off one of their shoes. They put it like in a shoe bucket, and then everybody has to pick a shoe that's not their own, and then you have to find the person with the other shoe and talk to them. This is disgusting.
If you don't like,
And I'm not gonna
I
lie,
don't like.
I wish we could.
I would not like that.
I would make everybody play it right now if I could. I swear it'd be so awesome.
Make them put their foot up on the camera
Oh,
so they can
God.
be able to see everyone's foot.
Oh god, it would be disgusting. So yeah, so that's a game we will not be playing today. But when I read that, I was like Cinderella, and that's a fun little, it's a cute little name, right? That's the game. Everyone has to touch everyone else's dirty shoes.
Smell the dirty.
This is a horrible game that should not be played by anyone, anytime, anywhere. So now you all know that. You know what? Maybe it was made by somebody with a foot fetish.
Probably was.
Jimmy the Lumberjack. What is this? A foot fetish thing? I'm gonna say probably.
Probably.
Probably. Before OnlyFans, you had powerful people on Wall Street. We have to play Cinderella. It's a getting to know you game. Oh man! And then
And
they
they
would.
had a rule where they have to smell the shoes and try to figure out who it is by the smell.
The guy's constantly trying to find the largest shoe. Like this is the biggest one he could find. Oh man. Okay. Another thing. This is not but I don't know how to put this out there, but again, this is like a know you time sort of deal. We're just having a good time here. I was thinking it's really easy to say that you like something. I like this movie, I like that movie. But I do believe that getting to know somebody, you get to when you're comfortable with someone, you can make comments about things you don't like. So if there is something that you don't like that you want to get off your chest, like a horror movie you think is overrated, put it in the chat. If people like that movie or book or whatever, that's okay. They can like it. Everybody's free to do, but that's like the mark of that's a mark of intimacy right there. When you stop going from oh I like this, I like that to oh no I don't like that. When I was a teenager and lived in New York, we listened to K Rock radio, and one guy that hung out with us, he was like, "Oh, I don't like K Rock," and everyone kind of looked at him, and he's like, "Just because it's the radio station that belongs to the genre of music we listen to, do you listen to any of the songs that are on K Rock when you're not listening to rock?" And it was like, and that took guts, and I still remember it to this day, and that was a long time ago. That's when the world was in black and white. Oh, like pet peeves. That's a good one. Or multiple pet peeves. Unless it's something that I do in the episodes, in which case, comments to yourself. Nobody's listening. I have the microphone. All right. Oh, this is a great one. All right, without getting too political. Okay. if you magically became in charge of your country, and I mean, we have 9 people on right now, and I think it's late in England, but we have subscribers in England. I love you all. If you guys aren't watching right, watching late. Also in Australia, we have pretty big fans, which is really cool. And I think she moved to Spain, but I could be wrong. She could still be in. But yeah, so if you magically became in charge of your country, you were magically marked emperor or empress, um, what would be the first law that you would introduce? So it can't be something super easy like don't murder, because that's already a law everywhere, unless you live. Um, but yeah, that's an. So I haven't even thought about this at all. Like,
I'm looking at the
oh yeah, what are we seeing here?
superhero. Yeah, they're
I remember when the first Avengers came out, they blasted it into space so astronauts could see, like they beamed it up there so they
yeah.
could watch the movie. It
Now
was
they're
it was cool. Like it was something to be said. It's like, wow, this movie's so good that they
yeah.
had to let the astronauts see it. Now, not gonna lie, I don't even know. I know Wakanda is either coming out or it
There's
came
just
out already.
and there's so many
Like
of
there
them
was a new
too, and they're
Black.
just
There is or was a new Black Panther movie. I
there's too
don't.
many of
There
them at
is.
this point.
There
And
really is.
they're just
And I have family that cares a lot about this sort of thing, and it makes things really difficult because if I was like, oh, let's just go and watch, like I don't know, let's say there's some new Ant-Man movie, or something. You'd be like, well, did you see all the other ones? It's like, oh, well, then you won't understand. Like, no, I don't.
just want to watch it.
Yeah, like listen, like sit down and watch. I will laugh at the funny parts. I'll let you cry at the sad parts. I won't cry. Somebody else may. I don't know. But eat the popcorn. That's it. It's easy. But some people that are like really into it's like a mission.
I have to see
Yeah.
no matter how
No matter how bad. You remember? I think it was maybe 2017. If you can't make it good, make it 3D. There were all those horrible movies that came out in 3D.
well they look good. Their
Visually.
story, but it's
We saw Sharknado in theaters. I don't remember which one.
I remember seeing. I don't remember.
To be fair, it was a riff track, but we still saw it in theaters. Counts. All right, Princess Marlena, pet peeves. People who wear sandals with socks. I'm gonna take photos. Be doing that so hard now.
Sometimes I do that when I have to go outside, and it's but otherwise in public I would never.
Ever. I do that sometimes, but never in
Sometimes.
public.
Only in the yard.
That's it. All right. People who send photos of their family cards. I actually like that.
I don't mind that.
That's all right. But you know what? See, that's what this is all about. Thank you.
Yeah.
Making a committed comment.
Everybody does that too.
Don't like that. That's pretty cool. And you know what? I don't even know which one of our because I can honestly see how that would be annoying. Like, listen, no. Like, just leave us alone. No one gives a shit. Like, that's it. That's it. So I can dig it, but to be fair, I don't really keep a pulse on people very well. So it's like a once a year reminder, like, oh look, these people got older.
Yeah, they're older now.
Yeah, it's neat. I like to see that, but I might be in the minority here. Actually, you're watching right now and have access to your key. If you are with Princess Marlena and you're not into like, please stop sending me pictures of your kids. Put a 1 in the chat. If you are indifferent, go with 2. And if you, we'll say mildly like it, you can put 3. So 1, no, not good. 2, I really for real don't give a shit. Or 3, yeah, it's neat. Okay, so toss that in there if you like, and we'll be able to see what you guys are thinking. Okay. Princess Marlena, isn't that a quote from Family Guy? Steal and possess all narcotics. There is so much data for for decriminalizing narcotic. And I'm going to be really honest here. Don't I don't use narcotics like at all. Um, but if you look at prohibition in the 1920s, the murder
Yeah.
rate went up every time. Well, not my thing is that
They're
if
gonna do it any like people are gonna do it are gonna
they're going to do it anyways, and honestly, heroin like at all that they're really close together, and it's like why are we letting people that are looking for the fix that are trying to self medicate? Maybe they need some Adderall. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and everybody's different. But if they need Adderall, is that why is that held behind a script?
yeah.
Because not for nothing, but alcohol we can purchase as much as we are clearly not drunk right now.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
really
I mean,
eat
maybe
enough
later
of
we'll
it.
be drunk. I don't know, but right now, right now I'm not drunk.
But yeah, I
So
agree because
yeah,
it's kind of stupid. People are just dying because they're putting
yeah.
fentanyl and everything.
Oh man,
It's
that's
just
yeah.
buy it.
I
It's
I just
fine.
feel like if you, I don't like street drugs. I feel like
Well,
it'd
they're
be a
more
lot. I feel
dangerous.
like it'd be a lot safer if people lab created tools.
Yeah,
Like
and then they won't die from getting
yeah,
bad.
yeah. That's it. And also, I don't know if this is true or not, but when I was much younger, I read a study that said that teenagers have a harder time getting cigarettes than marijuana.
Oh yeah, I can believe that.
So
Yeah,
like
sure.
maybe something here. If the children have an easier time getting marijuana over cigarettes, not right. Like that one. It would be regulated and taxed, plus age restrictions like beer and cigarettes. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the right way
that's
to do it. You want
yeah.
to make sure people have fully developed brains to make intelligent decisions.
Do it and
Mhm.
safer.
And Princess Marlena was, in fact, quoting Family Guy. Princess
Oh,
Marlena, though, she's practically a Bartlett. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly, but so many quotes. Brilliant. Love her. All right. Jimmy the Lumberjack is completely indifferent to people sending photos as Christmas cards. So if anyone was planning on sending Jimmy like a lot of pictures,
he's okay with it.
yeah, it's not going
Sort
to
of.
bother him. Just forget about it. Just give up. Find something new to do. Maybe if you did it on right, maybe. Okay. My family used to do Christmas card photos, but we could never sit still long enough to
Mm.
take the photo, and we'd be exhausted after it all. You have a very large family. When I was growing up, my mom said sit still, and I was kind of wacky.
All of them, if there's a lot of them,
Yeah, it was me
and
and
then one of them always has to be a jokester face, and then
see
know.
in my house that was me, but
So yeah.
there was nothing. So
Oh man.
so I did not. Maybe in the beginning I'd do something a little cheeky, and then it was like, you know where it's going. I'm a peaceful person. I don't want to start any trouble. Okay. Yep. Prohibition did work, not even close. In fact, as I understand it, politicians didn't need to be prohibited from consuming
Of
alcohol
course
because
not.
they're so smart, so
Just do
much,
whatever
so smart and so good at everything that they don't need to be
they're
regulated
better
at
than
all.
everybody else, so
Yeah,
they can do it.
because we're
Normal people
dumb.
just
Read that one. And it just said,
leaves.
the big problem here is
I don't know how to say word.
nobody can like they wrote plebs on the
It wouldn't matter.
yeah, there's no way to correct this problem. Not yet. I kind
One
of
day, maybe they will.
really want in your comments because
That'd be-
I'd like to see me comments like just
Then
dumb
how do you
stuff.
stop someone from bad stuff?
That's always the thing, but
That's.
it is. But you know what?
I guess you could just block them, but then you can't do it.
But
Somebody
they-
could send.
But the thing is, that's not what happens on Facebook. But there's plenty of memes, and only some of them have naked women. So yeah, so I don't know. And also, right now there's a lot of MO content, websites and whatever.
Yeah, I mean the kids can find stuff
And-
online, but
Well, YouTube actually
YouTube
blocks
is
them now pretty
YouTube
damn
is
fast.
super.
YouTube is pretty good about that. So well, good thing.
That's why they probably. Yeah, I mean the kids can find bad ruin things.
What if you could only were signed that you were
That would work. That you're
yeah
and then, yeah, if then
not
they
for
wouldn't
nothing.
just get
Yeah, you have people that are like,
whatever.
well, they can just lie about their age, yeah, but they can do that on their
Yeah, they
adult
do that
website, so
anywhere.
it's
So
not
yeah.
like it's the same protection for any other adult website.
Yeah, so that
Let's
would
not
work. Then you can do that.
like. How do we get YouTube to listen? COVID was a scam.
Oh no. Screen's
Oh,
going black.
oh no. That'd be. What if we ended like
We
that? Oh,
hear
that would have
somebody
been
knocking
hilarious.
knocking at the door.
Get swatted. Oh
Yeah, they're
no.
coming.
Should have
They're gonna be
ended like
dragged
that.
away.
See, that's how you guys know I didn't prepare anything. I would have prepared. Would have said something stupid like that, and then just cut the feed real quick. Yes,
Now you said it out loud, so now we can't.
because
Oh,
I'm
no.
thinking out loud. I'm being honest. All right. Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. There's 8 people watching right now, and judging by the other live videos, it's probably going to be seen by 100 people. Everybody that watches this time is sworn to secrecy. Okay? Next year, I'm going to do that. And if you were here this year, you'll know.
We're
But
just gonna hear 7 dogs barking, and it's gonna go black. That's you're gonna hear like one knock, and then the dogs are gonna. But then it'll be really chaotic.
next year, I'm going to do that. And
Gonna have
if you were here this year, you'll know.
FBI coming in.
Yeah. Or if I could find like a Hillary Clinton impersonator, something like
Yeah,
that.
because Hillary would show up herself.
Yeah. Time to be suicided!
She'd come all the way down here.
Yeah. What if she was in the
Stuff out.
neighborhood?
Stuff out.
Time we saw Queen Latifah at the local supermarket.
We did. That was crazy.
I know, but also kind of boring because she's like my least favorite celebrity.
She's not my least favorite. She's just like in the middle. It's like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't have any. I wasn't super excited, but it's like, oh, wow. She's here.
I actually.
There's people that. There's ones that I do not like that I would be like, I wish. I don't really have an opinion on her. I don't know enough about her.
When I was a child in New
Really?
York, my mother's friend's husband worked on. I guess Queen Latifah had a show or something like that, and they had like some pregnant teen. Wasn't rolling. Now, so she was upset because she felt like they made minorities look bad because
Yeah.
here you are, but you did this?
You
Like,
yeah.
what, you're the one who did this. Why did you allow? You could have done what you could have focused on someone that was cleaning parks or doing something
Yeah.
positive in the community. You chose to do this because this is what sells. You can't get mad at them. They did was arguably stupid. Okay, I did a lot of arguably stupid things when I was a teenager. Lucky for me, none of them had any consequences. But still, let's not go and be mean to strangers. She didn't know them.
Yeah.
She doesn't know their life. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, my family doesn't register on analog or digital. Oh, Sandy's back. Her phone passed away.
Oh man.
Ah. Oh, service for the dead phone. Bad. Sorry guys, I don't want to mess the makeup up, but you don't understand. This is reality. This is real life. Oh man. Change the play button to a do not button. Okay. See, Jimmy's surprised that we're still on. He's thought that we'd be in trouble for bad things that I've done so far.
Well, there's a few things that were said that.
I think everybody's being more careful now because Elon Musk has Twitter. He decides to buy YouTube, and they're freaking assed out. That's it. Yeah. So YouTube was like, listen, we got to be a little more gentle because the last time someone made him mad, he bought Twitter.
And then he just
I don't need this.
Everything.
Yeah. Like, I don't need Twitter. I don't need this. Sell Twitter back after releasing everything. Buys YouTube
There
next.
was a thing that's back, but I don't know if that's
It
could be like he just bought it to
was
do
the
that and then
world's
just
greatest
left. It's like,
prank.
all right, I did it. That's all I wanted to do. Bye.
The article, but they looking kept down after things.
Oh, okay.
Like sailing.
I just saw that he.
Jimmy the Lumberjack didn't do anything stupid in his youth. It was idiotic. There we go. And he didn't specify this, but I imagine there were no terrible consequences because he's here right now.
That's true.
So it worked out well. See,
It's fun to make stupid.
That's
You don't
true.
get hurt. Sometimes you do.
I feel like it only happens when you get older. Though, as a teenager,
Hurt more when I was little.
I cheated death so much as a teenager. No, ride a bike around the block without shattering my elbow.
That's true. I hurt more when I was little. Now I don't get.
Okay. Okay, Princess Marlena, celebs that she's met that she likes. Luis Guzman, he is awesome.
Oh.
She's so funny. Yo, I'm not familiar with those. Alan Rickman, of course, waved back to me across the street when I waved at him. That counts.
It does count.
Like if you go and you tell someone, if you say what to me one more time, I'm gonna kiss you, and they're like, "What? That's consent." They gave you. They consented. Consent. Got away with it all. Minor things mostly. There you go. There you go. And you're no worse for wear. In fact, I'd argue now you know not to do those things you did. They consented. Ooh, celebrities that I've met that I despise. Princess Marlena, the continuation. This is the second book. David Hasselhoff. He called me classic art chubby. Behind my back. You at Baywatch? Very interesting, though. Is he like your uncle?
How did that happen?
Like, you know, Princess Marlena? Yeah, she's, like classic art chubby. What? Just don't say that. Oh, man. Lita Ford, very rude to all of us at the street. Gary Busey kept chasing me. Oh, man, did he scare you?
Oh, he's
Is
yeah, he does that. I've heard at least.
But like every interaction I've heard involving him.
It's always something weird.
Baywatch, very cool. Very cool. It's too bad Mike Myers wasn't there when David was talking shit. Don't say that, baby. It's not. Great.
Yeah, what a jerk for saying that.
Don't be serious. Then you'd have. See, this is a pretty good story, but it'd be a little better if you hit him. People love.
Especially if on celebrity.
Yeah.
Being jerk.
True. He can't really win, or it's like a tie at that point. Like, what is he supposed to do? Tell people that he got hit, and then when it's like, well, by who? By Princess Marlena?
And why?
It's like that's why I always say, if you're gonna do something, somebody else, sure, it's embarrassing to them if they have to tell the story. So like, don't just hit David Hasselhoff. Slap him with a fist. So, or get like a pizza. You're like, how'd you like a pizza? And like hit him in the face with it. That would work. Okay. More stuff. What animal are you? Okay. This time you go first. Yeah, what animal? All the animals in the animal kingdom.
Dolphin.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Fun. But just fun.
Yeah. When I was younger, I would have said owl, but I get up so early now. And I fall asleep so early. That's not like a pigeon. A pigeon. Like a French pigeon. Is there like a pigeon that it's like a, like penguins have like that tuxedo look? Is there a tuxedo pigeon? I could be like the tuxedo pigeon. Oh wait, like a no, that'd be a raven. Bro, or
I don't think that's
I already eat that thing.
not cooked.
That's because they can't cook it.
By card.
Because they can't
Well,
cook it.
if I'm a dolphin, I'm eating raw fish.
Sushi. Oh, maybe a horse. They sometimes like push people and laugh at them.
They do that.
Yep.
It's
So,
funny.
so for me, I guess I'm the crow horse.
My friend's horse used to do weird things and laugh. Got his head up and down. He'd
Yeah.
like pull on your shirt and try to knock you over. Try to lift your shirt. It's inappropriate. He'd go and do that thing where they.
What was his name?
Rusty.
So
Rusty.
now we know my spirit
That's
animal
funny.
is
Gosh,
horse.
get away with it.
So he would go and tell all the other horses, and she was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, she was.
what are you doing?"
Stop it, horse! Don't lift my shirt up.
So Sandy says that hedgehog or flamingo are very cute. We had friends that years ago, and whatever country they were in, there was hedgehogs, and they kept like he send me pictures of the hedgehog in his hands, and he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna miss these guys." Like, you just get to
Cute.
you just get to pick those up. Like, this is crazy. This
It
is
is.
crazy.
Flamingos are cool.
Flamingos are very.
Flamingos.
Everyone's like that. The penguin like wearing a tuxedo. Yeah, but he walks like a kid. So.
Why they're pink?
Oh, the shrimp, right? Why are the shrimp pink though? See, no one
It's
thinks
like
about
when you
that.
eat too many.
Spray on tan. He's, the
He's
guy.
he's just eating sweet potatoes and carrots
He
nonstop.
can't stop eating the carrots. He loves them. That's why he's so strong. Like, I'll
Yeah,
fight you with my
carrot
carrot strength. Yeah.
Sure.
So Popeye had spinach, and it gave him. No, you know that's not what's up with the Hulk though. For all we know, this is some kind of spinach.
Sure, we don't know. We
Popeye.
don't have enough.
They want us to think it's all a conspiracy put out by Big Gamma.
Which is good.
Okay. Jimmy the Lumberjack says, if I could keep my human conscious in animal form, I'd like to be a dog. Dogs are
also fun. That'd be my.
See, you know what the thing with
'Cause they're
dogs
just-
are?
They nap and they.
So
That's the best.
not trying to bring if you have a good owner, it's the best. But if you are out there on your own,
Yeah.
or if you're like an ugly dog, oh man.
Any
But
animal.
Jimmy, you would not be an ugly dog. You would be a beautiful dog. Best one. I already know. I can tell. Okay, but that's my thing with dogs. This is either gonna be
Well, you could
the
be in a
best.
wolf pack. That wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, but then you can't lay on a
You're
sofa
thinking
and watch
about-
TV.
No, they don't know about that. So,
But Jimmy knows about that. He's keeping his human
well,
consciousness.
Jimmy's gonna have a nice family. Okay.
Jimmy knows.
He's gonna have a nice.
Oh. Lumberjack, Princess, I'm in awe. I've never met a TV celebrity. Marlena replies, I have to put this out there because the cat doesn't always make it, and then people. Princess Marlena says they're pretty much just like regular people. Some of them are really nice. Comments, the Hulk ate kale.
That makes sense.
So
Kale's also good.
like kale, but it makes my teeth feel horrible every time, so. You know what my problem with kale is? I actually do have a problem with kale. Is that everybody acts like a holy grail. Oh,
They act like it's that, and that it's like it's. God, it's. What if you?
my
They
thing,
put some salt.
I like beets. I feel like if
There's
somebody,
some other food a lot of people don't.
yeah, I feel like I feel like you should have the crown of this is magic food that will save your life. Like, why did kale get it? Who voted on this? Neither, but first off, are sweet, right? That's neat, and they're on The Office, so that's important. You don't see White Shrew talking
Well, I
about
like
kale on
beets.
the
I like
office.
almost everything.
So
Art.
okay, Princess Marlena, I would be a fox, a bat, a wolf, or a tiger. Marlena, I could 100% see you being represented as a. That makes perfect sense. Also a bat. The wolf, I don't know.
That's alright.
Wolves. Because he said you were classic art chubby. That's still pretty small. You know, wolf is big. Fox is small. Kamala Harris. A fox is a smaller animal than a wolf. A bigger animal that is an animal, but smaller but bigger. Okay. Sloan says, I'd like to be a European badger. No natural predators, and people avoid you because your badgers are crazy. Badgers are
crazy.
I saw a video, and I'm sure you can find this on YouTube, of a badger fighting a bear. This no, I was like that creature is the most I've ever seen. Freaking badger versus a bear. Oh boy, Sloan, I'm not brave enough to be a badger, but grats to you. I think you'd make a fine badger, and I agree. There are no natural predators. No one wants any of that trouble.
Yeah.
Marlena, or she'd be an owl. I could also see. Okay. And then she put little emojis of all the animals she could. Fox, the bat, the wolf, the tiger, or the are good. Only thing is the juice stains clothes.
Does.
Or get more purple.
I've
Yeah.
never tried it, but
Next Christmas, let's
well,
try
you don't
it.
juice the beets. I juice the. It gets on the counter. It'll
Oh,
stain
we
the
can't
counter for
try
a
it.
minute, and if you scrub it good.
Say you should have dipped your hair tips in the white fluff. But it might. But if it's gonna go from your hair to the fluff.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a huge local fox where I live. We have fox here, but they're like the regular size kind, or maybe even on the smaller side.
I don't know the typical.
I've seen them travel through rain tubes, like for like rain runoff. They did. They did.
Them and the raccoon.
Weren't very good at it.
No.
That's how you know they were small. They were bigger than they were. Or yes, they are. All right. What else we have? Did we play Desert Island already? Desert Island is such a classic game. Like you're almost obligated to put it out there. So you're gonna be trapped on a desert island. 3 things. I'm not gonna go and say like 3 movies or 3 books or whatever because we have different preferences. But I will say that you can't pick things that are sentient. Like
Dog.
yeah, because then
Person.
yeah, can't bring a dog. Person. Yeah, no. You'd be like, all right, I got 3, so I'm gonna
I'll take all. Yeah, I'll
take Jack, take Jill. And like I'm sitting there waiting, like say my name and Fiona. That's it. And then if it would have before Jill and Fiona arrived, I'm gonna say Jack, Jack and Jack. I have 3. 3 times the Jack. Papa Joey, how are you doing? You missed
Hi,
it.
Papa Joe.
Give you guys a quick little shout out. Here, you guys are awesome. This is seltzer water for anybody accidentally thinks I'm
Cool.
cool. Cool, like an Adam Sandler. You know what's really cool?
Oh,
Not
Bill,
drinking beer.
Bill's here.
Bill, what's going on?
Hi, Bill.
But all right, so we're playing Desert Island. You can pick any 3 non-sentient things, books, movies. And one other
Object.
caveat though is they can't be connected to the internet. Like you can't go and say, "Well, I'll play World of Warcraft." Like
That'd be cool,
they
huh?
have to be. It's the miracle of today. Like when they
You
played
can play it for like a half an hour until your battery dies.
when they played Desert Island, get the world's biggest solar
True.
charger, the Tesla battery. Um, 1950s when they played this, it was scarier. They're like, oh gosh, got books and records, books. Can I have radio? No, no radio. So, go first for this one,
Okay.
right?
Um, because make up songs and just ever. Hey, survival things, is that loud? Like
Let's
a
let's
like rope?
let's say
Or is
you.
that too boring?
Well, no, yeah. Let's say that your immediate needs will be like things needed to sustain life.
Bring- I feel like I could just find stuff there.
Okay.
Only the drum, but
So you picked strictly creative outlets.
yeah, because I don't die. Thing is boredom. I'd bring something to survival stuff is not allowed. Otherwise, I would pick a knife, pot, or something.
Yeah, that's
So
what
that I can make
Sloan
food.
said. Axe hammock,
Yeah, I would bring
fish
stuff like that
for hunting.
to make a fire,
But
like
for
flint and steel or something.
for this year, we're gonna say that like actually, let's go really bizarre. You're going to this deserted island, but there's like a resort there run by robots.
You
And
have your needs
your
met.
needs met. Actually, what you have is the equivalent of servants. At that point, though, see if we're gonna do if we do that,
So it's like you're in.
you're in paradise,
Oh, well, you're in paradise,
solo paradise.
but you don't have any fun thing.
Yeah, no.
You have your needs met. Lots and I.
Yeah, I'm gonna want paint too, so I can paint stupid things on the robots' faces. Paint
I don't
is
know that
really
you could
good.
make paint because you might not be able to. Yeah. Robots, I guess.
I want the robots to have like stupid. I get mad. That's
There's
an,
a lot of robots and there's
so
brainy weapons.
hang on. So I didn't bring any weapons. You're right.
You're not allowed.
So what was stuff on the robot book written by Elon Musk on how to program robots, and
could do that.
and then some tools that I can use with the book, and then I can
A
have the
toolbox.
robots fight each other.
So paint book by Elon on how to program robots.
Yeah,
And a toolbox. Work on
that
the
I can
robots.
use. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I could also make like a horror movie robot thing. Like I can have one with like two heads on it, like
So
and
a
it
video
fights
camera
itself.
so you can record. Oh, that's fourth.
No. It's gonna be live because there's no one for me to share the video with. But I'll make like robot freaks of nature. There's robot centipede. I can make robot Saw the movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, Nightmare on Robot Streets, Island, second.
Just reprogram them all to do.
Amusement. Awesome. Now I want to not. This is horrible. Why am I here right now? I wish I was instead watching
Robot
robots.
Island?
Yeah, why can't I get sent to Robot Island?
Oh, one day.
Send prisoners to Robot Island until they, after they've reprogrammed the robots and like, all right, guys, this was fun. I'll come back now. I'll be good. That person's been rehabilitated. Robots. Okay. Princess Marlena said, I'm going to play Animal Crossing. That is a great game. NH. Animal Crossing Northampton. Animal Crossing. Oh, it's a variant of Animal Crossing. So, yeah, because we got the. So, must be a variant. Animal Crossing. And watch old Christmas specials. That's what I'm talking about. And the good thing about that is, you're having trouble sleeping. That should work immediately. Marlena started wishing everybody Merry Christmas. Hey, Sandy says shoes, a Bible, and Neosporin. Very practical. Very
Indeed.
practical. Oh man, as a dad, I've said that more times than I like to admit. It's okay, what? I'm getting the Neosporin. Actually, I use triple. Same thing. Today's economy, you can't. Oh man, as a dad, I've said that more times.
It's called the off-brand.
Generic.
Generic.
It's the generic. Jimmy the Lumberjack said the Count of Monte Cristo book, socks and sandals. If I had to bring a book, it would be an anthology. Don't know exactly. Not gonna lie, might end up being the Bible. Maybe. Possible. It is. But if you're gonna do that, you're gonna want the Strong's Concordance to go with it. And then that's 2 books. You broke the rules.
Oh, you can bring that Bible.
Concordance. But if you're gonna do that, you're gonna want the Strong's Concordance to go with it. And then that's 2 books. You broke the rules. No, I'll just bring Edgar Allan Poe's story. Yep, I've got one of those.
You want a book that's
yes, with good variety. Papa Joey says guitar, shrink wrap, and a bug zapper. I understand the guitar, and I understand the bug zapper. Brilliant. Why the shrink wrap? What? Like I'm trying to imagine you. I'm playing Blue's Clues, so we have the guitar.
shrimp, like
Isn't that like saran wrap?
Well, you can make.
Like,
Forget how, but you can.
Like I'm trying to imagine. You know what the method where you catch the condensation and it drips down?
Yeah.
The other thing he said, so he has
Bug
a bug
zapper.
zapper.
Yeah, the
but
bugs.
how will
the
he catch
mosquitoes?
his saran wrap? You have to lay underneath it like this.
I forget. There's different ways you can.
You
You find a hollowed rock that's apple shaped or out of a coconut. Things you
You have a coconut. You have coconut
Depends on-
water. You don't need that anymore. Maybe he's
after
gonna.
you drink the coconut water, you can up.
Maybe sell the coconuts. He's saran wrap them so he can market them.
Ooh, he's on a desert.
Robots.
I don't think that.
He bought the Elon Musk book. Buy coconuts from him. And then he could. Well, see, the thing is, you don't want it to be too easy, like that Twilight Zone episode where the guy got whatever he wanted. So he'd have to program the robots to haggle with him. Like, no, I want to pay 2 rocks for that coconut. No, 3 rocks. No, 2 rocks. He could argue with them about coconuts. This is honestly, like, what we're like all the time, and that's why, like, there are so many ridiculous ideas like that we have written down for potential videos. They don't make any real sense to anybody. But one of the reasons why I'm so glad you're all here, because maybe one day I will have other people to animate at the same time, and we can execute all of these bad ideas at one time. Then the channel will be like a real channel, 24 hours a day, whatever crazy stuff I thought up. You can watch the Papa Joey haggle with robots. Coconuts, Joe. It would be awesome. It would. But to be fair, it'd be fun for like 3 episodes. So it's gonna be like a really short series. Like we'll say it's gonna be like a full thing, but we'll cut it after 3 episodes. No one will mind either because they'll be like, I haggle with robots. Coconuts, Joe. It would be awesome. It Make a shelter with the shrink wrap.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Princess Marlena wants everyone to know that it is actually her in the profile. That little little suit. I don't know if it was for. There we go. Stage magic. That's what it looked like. Stage.
Oh
Cool.
yeah, that is.
Yeah. Okay. Animal Crossing's New Horizons. Is that the one for this? It might be.
Oh, I forget which one I had. I used to play. It's
Never
one of the.
never played Animal Crossings, but I did look over many people's shoulders
Really
as they
fun.
play. Yeah, like almost everybody. It's like you probably really liked. It's like you probably would.
Yeah.
But I can't play single player games because I get sad and lonely in life. It's a weird thing. So if there is no cooperative play, that's okay. Madam Raven popped in to say hello. I don't know if she's still here, but I hope she is. Madam Raven, if you are still here and you want to play Desert Island, you can go and tell us 3 would bring non-sentient to a desert island, and all of your immediate are met. You have robot servants. Island, take care of your every. Uh, establish that you can bring things to mess with the robots. You brought rope, you could tie them together and ask one of them to go one way and the other one to go the other, and then you can on that one like that would be cool. That's true. Speaking from experience, I went to Catholic school. The lumberjack keeping the sand. Yeah, for the shrink up. Yeah. Hey, my thoughts. We have. Okay. All right. Let's go see what else we. Ooh, this is actually an important one. I would like you guys to be honest. Okay. Put in something that you are afraid of. It doesn't have to be something real. Like if there's like a horror movie and there's like a possessed doll and you're like, that's really creepy to me. Like, well, actually, are possessed dolls, and I said not real. Like an angry unicorn. I don't know, but you get what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
whatever.
Like what something that legitimately gives you. I will go first for this one. Um, this is really weird because I during the day when I'm not imagineering these things or animating or doing anything related to storytelling, I work in pediatrics. So I take care of fragile children. They get sick, they get, boo boos, cuts, this and that. I'm good with all of it, but for some reason, I'm bleeding. Like my own blood.
Mhm.
Something goes wrong in my head. I don't know what it
Do
is.
you just sit there and stare at it? Because that's what I do. I'm not really scared, but I
Oh no, I
I
kind of
get like
like
hypnotized by it.
it's like hypnosis slash like shock. I'm not
Mhm.
going into shock, just the screen starts to gray out a little bit.
Oh.
But not hard enough for that. Otherwise, I would have said
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
it's like, but it's a silly thing. Like blood is blood. For some reason, my brain like totally knows. Like, well, that's your blood, and you want it
Yeah.
inside of you. Like, put it back.
I get hypnotized by it. I'll just stare. So
Hmm.
it's a fear. It's a.
Uh, I mean, I think it counts. I don't really have a lot of
Fears.
yeah. Like, okay, so sometimes when we're out with the dogs, there's a bear. That is shocking. I don't
Mhm.
expect to see a bear, even though there are bears around
But
here.
you're not afraid of bears. It's just it's scary because it's an
I just
animal.
recognize that if it
Yeah.
wants to hurt me, dog, very easily. Where with the thing with like getting cut, I
What
feel
about
like
snakes?
that
Yeah.
count.
It's a fear. Yeah.
I don't know if that counts, though, because I feel like I have a normal.
You don't like when we're hiking. You don't run away. Definitely not.
All right. Let's talk
As
about this. So one time
how do you
we were
determine?
hiking and we got to the very top of this waterfall trail that's now closed, Glen and Oco, because people in the city would come and try to climb up the waterfalls and fall down and almost die.
Sometimes they would die,
Yep,
and that's why they closed.
and the thing is, the fire department would have to walk up there with stretchers and whatnot, and it was hours to get back down while carrying some strain
Only get up
to
there.
even get there, let alone get back down. But so we get to the very top, and rattlesnake, and this one over here, he's like, oh, I gotta get. He
Yeah.
gets closer
It wasn't.
and
I wasn't.
close.
I wasn't that close.
We're very close.
Afraid of snakes. So to you, that's if it wasn't close enough. If he wanted
How
to
many-
strike, he wouldn't have been able to reach me.
Yes, he would
No,
have.
he wouldn't.
He
No,
would
he
have.
wouldn't. He was curled up and he was tired. and he was
That's
sleeping.
why. Yes,
He wasn't.
That's how I
going
know.
to.
See, he was curled up. It's like the toilet paper roll. You can go. That thing just keeps going.
Also, rattlesnakes don't just bite you. The point of the rattles to would have rattled first. Also, I wasn't close enough for him to.
Next time this happens, like
Most
we're
of the
gonna
time,
take
when
my
you get
wife
bitten,
and put her in
you-
immediate danger.
No, most of the time when you get bitten, you stepped on it.
Yeah.
You hassle it, yeah, it's gonna bite you.
Most of the time, we'll get bitten after like.
I haven't heard of any,
Smile.
and I wasn't that close.
Smile.
Or you're more afraid of snakes, so you're more like I don't want to be that close. Or I'm not afraid of snakes.
Aware of the danger. Also, I'm not scared of snakes. I've seen lots of snakes. The rattlesnake.
I thought you said you were afraid. That's why you're
Yeah,
overreacting.
it was a
to me
rattlesnake.
taking-
No, if you want to take a picture of non-poisonous snakes, I don't care at all.
I had another. I'm still in the car though, but
Oh,
then I
okay.
followed him into.
Snake stalker over here.
He
Freak.
was.
But yeah, I feel like if I was scared of snakes, I'd be scared of all the snakes. Poisonous ones. I think I'm just scared of poison. We can add that to the list. I don't like when blood comes out of me and I can see it. Also, very
That's
afraid
fair.
of poison. But not you. Poison me.
I wasn't
Snake-
close enough for him to poison me.
Snake fighter
He's
over
my
here.
friend.
All right, so all right, we're gonna go up. Adam Raven says that if she wanted to know if the robots can form a steam-powered giraffe. If you, I actually think that you don't even have to reprogram. I think if you told them to just stand on each other, I mean, there probably have to be some application. You needed a coconut from way up. I think they'd be forced from some kind of robot ladder, elaborate pyramid, to get you the coconut. So I'm gonna say yeah, totally. Adam Raven is afraid of chainsaws, and
Those are scary.
Those are scary. I every now and then, I haven't done it since my elbow was shattered. I probably could have
Yeah,
done it
you
this year
using
though.
the chainsaw scares me.
Yeah, but it scares me too, and that's why
Yeah.
nothing bad will ever happen because
You're so
because
cautious.
for like I know it's like this thing, beautiful machine is literally a motorcycle engine, saw blade attached to it. So
Yeah.
let's not make the machine at all. I take very good care of it. I am ridiculously careful, and especially
that's
the first
scary.
time you use it after a while, because of how hard it vibrates, where you start getting tired, you can just stop, put it away, go back again tomorrow. It's going to be all right. Just do it then. So, not joking. I hear beets have anti-cancer properties. I'm being really honest. Like that's, but maybe kale does too. We're doing this whole beet versus kale thing, so I don't. Why is
They
kale
probably
king?
both do. I mean,
I think
they're
the fact
healthy.
that I think it's the alliteration. Kale is king, but if that's the case, then we can just start tossing out beets are the best, and then
up later and we'll find out which one.
best is better than kale. Has to be. Okay. Horror fan. Oh, Papa Joey afraid of flying insects with stingers, and that's why he brought the bug zapper.
Yes.
Aha!
Yeah, bees.
Don't make sense.
Hornets.
Horror
Terrible
fan. I'm afraid of clowns, so I can't watch the It movie. You ever like see like there's all kinds of different reasons why people. That's actually why I wanted this information because there are different reasons why people are afraid. So like Papa Joey's stinging insects. If we were to go and find a story like a creepypasta, or we were to write something about a doctor, that needle
It's like
is similar to a stinger. Yes, in fact, to the point where, for all we know, I'm not trying to freak you out, Papa Joey. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It just happened this way. For all we know, Papa Joey might really be afraid of needles. But he has much. He sees flying, stinging insects way more than he sees needles.
and they're also
'Cause-
they're not. Yeah, like you can't control them as easy because up. You know what I mean? And sting you. Scarier.
So if we were gonna write
I
a
mean,
story
needles are
like
scary
that,
too, though.
we'd want
Needles
the
are
doctor just to
creepy.
run up on you and get
Strapped down or something. You know?
terrifying.
Terrifying.
Terrifying. Okay.
You know what I mean? Sting you.
Clowns.
Are creepy. I'm not afraid of them, but I don't want to like if there's a clown somewhere, I will stay.
I've heard that clowns are scary. The main are that whole like almost like the Valley of Uncanny, like oceans are
Yeah,
looks like it's
yeah.
supposed to be you. Other one that I heard that I actually that clowns literally act like
Ew. They're
like
laughing and
they're laughing, throwing pies, falling
yeah,
all over the
wearing
place.
big shoes and being weird and
Yeah.
yeah.
And so your mind might
Plus the crazy and everything.
the weird thing here is I'm not gonna lie, I went to the circus it times. Clowns never bothered me. No, it's a thing.
Afraid. I'll
Well, no,
I'll
no,
try to avoid
I understand.
them.
Yeah, I understand because like
Same with people with like the fate the blown where their heads are covered up. I can't think of
face.
the word.
Yeah. Like where it's the whole face.
Yeah. Don't like that.
Mm.
Don't like that.
Well, no, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Because like,
Same with people with like the
no, it makes sense. But when I read that about clowns, like clowns literally are like crazy people. I thought about
covered up. I can't think of the word.
that are actually insane. It's like it's not makeup.
Or laughing like
Maniacal. Sandy does not like ants.
attic and on the wall, and then I was scared. Like if there's enough of them.
You
know
mean
what I
like in a
mean?
horror movie where they start to
There
swarm,
was
almost
so-
become like a cloud?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sandy.
That's-
There were so many.
that
I
is
was
scary.
scared. I was. Gosh, that's too.
Okay. Amy, clowns and robots. Oh
Mm.
man, so she's actually she'll never go to that island.
She's never going
She
to that
never wants
island.
to go to Robot Island, even if I have the robots fight each other. Scary.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay. Adam Raven says bears are demons with fur. Have you seen a hairless bear? I have.
Oh yeah,
Saw
they're
the picture.
so weird looking. Take them
For
for
cryptids.
for chupacabras.
Yep.
Looks so
Yep.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, with fur they're very cute. Not like for me to touch them up close, but like to see like a picture or
Mhm.
like
I like bears except weird looking.
oh yeah, like the children's show, Little Bear, Winnie the Pooh's like, oh this is
Yeah.
this is
I
cute.
like black bears.
This is cute stuff.
Less aggressive.
Oh, if really scary bear movie, The Edge, starring Anthony
that's
Hopkins.
a good movie.
I tell people it's a horror movie, but the monster is the bear.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
it
a
is. Kind of
it's a survival movie.
like Jurassic Park, where the monster is the dinosaur.
It's a survival horror kind of.
So, but in bear, the monster just happens to be something that so good though. Hopkins is all. Marlena harasses horror fan a little bit. I like to laugh with the clown emoji. He's terrified of rats. I have family members that are terrified of
Yep.
mice, like to the point where if you show them a picture, like if it's in a book, and they'll run away.
Yeah.
Um,
And my friend Lisette is like that too. She'll start crying. It's
when I was a kid, in my science book, there was a picture of a deer mouse. Didn't before showing her the picture.
Actually, like, but
Like,
I can understand why you'd be afraid of.
see, I feel like that would surprise you. I don't expect to see something there. Now it's there. Oh,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, it's a mouse.
Yeah, yeah. So
But like the part where you not
I
saying
understand it, but I'm not afraid
Yeah.
of them. I can understand why you'd be afraid of.
anything that I'm, it's like I can't be scared of my tougher than. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Sandy wishes Princess Marlena a Merry
I
Christmas.
understand it, but I'm not afraid of them.
Our fan. You like to laugh. I don't know why clowns have always creeped me out. Like I said, there
They're
are
just
some
creepy.
interesting articles, and it might be registering them as crazy people. And Marlena
Okay.
returns. Well wishes. Our fan is Pride of Mice too.
Hmm.
Our fan, if you were like if somebody else was a book and there was a picture of real mice, not like Mickey mice, and you happen to see this would give you like a jolt, like you'd be like, gosh.
First, rats are rats because
I had
I think a lot of people have
a Yorkshire Terrier.
gonna scare them.
Well, no. It's a happy story for them. I had a BB gun. I would
I think a lot of people
had to.
York there.
Yeah. I had to shoot them, and it would take more than one. And it was insane. And my dog, because Yorkies are ratters. Actually, if you're really nice, get yourself a ratter dog.
Yeah. Or
Yorkies.
cats.
Oh yeah,
Or both.
both. You double up.
Yeah.
Get 12 of each. Be surrounded at all times.
If I was, I would. That's what I would do. They'll
It's
stay away.
it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Any dog really. A lot of them will cheat.
That's true.
Don't want to play with them. They'll
Yeah,
run away.
it's like a squeak toy.
Yeah.
Hello, Super Horror Show. I am a Jesuit college survivor. Glad you survived Catholic high school. No. It wasn't high school. Gosh. Oh man, I've been thinking about the best way to tell you guys about my very strange childhood, but it's not really a creepy way to do it. It always starts with something like the Bible talks about kindness and patience. Let the children come to me. Don't hit people. Um, so you would think Catholic school would be a really safe place for children. Yeah, that's it.
Like, I don't think I've ever heard anything good about cats.
Well, to be fair, so
I'm sure there are good things. I just haven't heard.
I was supposed to go to PS2 third grade. Very bad school. I lived in Wagner Projects. My mom was worried because there were a lot of fights, like students always hitting each other.
Mhm.
So she thought it'd be a good idea to send Catholic school where there were rules against that. And at Catholic school,
Understand.
no rules against the kids. So
Yeah.
there's violence. There's violence everywhere. This doesn't make any sense at all. So, but with the violence did come better education. And I was there from third to fifth grade. Sixth grade, I was back in public school, but we went to school way far away. Lived at that. Okay. Jimmy's scared of sharks. Sharks
They can kill you.
really are. Yeah. But I don't know if you know who Annibal Buress is. He's a comedian. He talks about how he doesn't believe facts because no one's ever just come home from work and then gotten attacked by a shark in their living room. It's a pretty good set. Like that. Though sometimes he says bad words on. Whatever you want to do. I think the clown in the original Poltergeist movie was scarier than Penny. I think
That
a lot
that
of
movie
people-
is.
No.
That's the one you won't watch.
No. The other one that I won't. No, there's a couple movies
Guys, it's
that I will not
so
watch.
scary.
Poltergeist and The Exorcist.
I,
So
I won't watch that movie. I don't like
what
possession.
happened
It's
with
too
the
much.
was I'd never seen it. Okay, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was 16 or 17 years old. I had two friends. I'm gonna shout them out right now, even though because they're probably never gonna see it. But his name was Mike, and the other one was David. And Mike and David had both seen it, but both told me the most terrifying movie ever. Okay, they wouldn't watch it with me. Went ahead, they turned off all the lights and put me in the living room by myself. Then ran to his room. It was all the way at the far end of the apartment. Then I don't know how far in I was or whatever, but I was. You know what? I don't need this anymore. I just got up. I was done. Like I don't. They were like playing with like He-Man action figures or some dumb shit. I didn't even want to do it. I wanted to play video games, and it's like, you know what? Let's just do it. Someone else is turning off that movie. I was done. If they would have sat with me and watched it, I'm convinced I would have been able to do the whole thing. But now
I will watch it because it's too
that's
gross.
oh man. But yeah, Poltergeist was also terrifying. I've actually watched videos or snippets of the scariest parts of Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
No lie, to study things like angles and lighting, because they do the original Poltergeist was just incredible. John Wayne Gacy, number one creepy pogo. Adam Raven wished everyone a happy holiday. If you watch this later, Madam Raven, I hope you have a very happy holidays. Merry
Yes.
Creepmas. Merry Creepmas. Happy Solstice. Marlena is afraid to wear a bikini. I also am afraid of wearing bikini. I just go out naked. That's not true. All right. Everybody tell me the things they're scared of. So I also am afraid of the scariest movie ever. The one where the stinging insects pick up the ants, throw them on the robot clown.
Lots of mice and rats.
That's not gonna. All right. It's getting a little late, so I'm gonna go read the Night Before Creepmas. Then I think that will be it. Okay. Quick shout out to YouTube for not shutting us down after those things I said earlier. Good. Merry Christmas, Jimmy. Okay. Was the night before Creepmas, when all through the town, not a creature was stirring. No one was around. People knew what was coming. The people that knew what was coming were saying their prayers, afraid of the evil coming to get. Children in town, both good and bad, were asleep. Some would be punished, while others given. I was tossing and turning, just couldn't rest. Knew what was coming. I felt rest. Everything fell silent, and I began to feel sick. I lied there in silence, listening to the clock. I heard the sound of a massive creature, massive. I hid under my bed. I knew the monster. I could hear its massive feet as it walked through the snow. Through my window, I could see it silhouetted. I turned my head and closed my eyes. Braced myself. I knew it was Krampus, that Creepmas monster outside. I tried not to move, silently cried. At the front of the house, I could hear him open the door. I knew my family was trapped. Snore. I crawled out from my bed and rode from my. Maybe that old monster leaving soon. But I could see from where I was hiding, stories were real. One of the kids in his basket, out. There were so many kids in there. How did they all fit? I was terrified at that moment, I have to admit. I know any of them? Were they were they worse than me? They begged the old monster. Cry. Trumpus turned to me. I was filled with dread, and I wished that I'd stayed on my bed. Took my wrist, gave it a thwack. Switched. One of the children yelled, but I couldn't. Trumpus, remember you're really quite tall, and me, I'm a boy that's really quite small. I can be better, I promise. Great. Plus, your sack looks like you're carrying too much weight. You let us all go, don't keep our word, just then would be preferred. Then the old monster looked at me with a terrible grin, his basket on the floor, right in. Got a deal, kids? Will you all be good? Will you be kind and generous? Do as you should. Children all at once unanimously agreed. A few moments later, all had been. If I come back next year, there'll be no deals to be made. So you're good. Cost will be paid. In silence, he walked right on outside. For a moment, I felt I knew. Safe for Crumpus. I was safe from Crumpus this year. Those other kids too. Of course, I'll be good next year. Wouldn't you? And a thunderous voice could be heard through the night. Merry Creepmas to all, and to all a good. That's it. Everybody, thank you so much for spending this winter solstice with us.
Yes.
There will
you.
not be a new episode this Saturday, Christmas Eve. So, like you all assume, we're going to be with friends and family, but of course, we love you all very important. And keep an eye on the community page for things that are going to be coming up next week. Right?
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.